Oh hey, I was just packing the smart car up. We woke up in Vegas today. We had a great time in Vegas, but it is time to go home. Our kitties are waiting on us. But we woke up early enough that the BINS is about to open, and we haven't filled the smart car all the way up quite yet. So, let's go to the BINS. You want to start the day with the BINS?
Yeah.
All right, you guys stick around. Goodwill BINS in Vegas. You want to see something really sad?
What'd you find? Oh no! One nice thing about this BINS is they constantly rotate, but sometimes they're not rotating clothes, they're rotating toys, and I get to dig in the toys too. So, they just brought this bin out. They've already like done their madhouse jump through it, so a lot of this stuff isn't stuff that I'm gonna get. But we'll just see what we find. This poor bed draft. Aww.
It's fine. Ooh, yeah, you might want to hold on to that. This is really old too.
Is it? What's his name?
Gruff.
Oh.
Big Gruff, something like that. Crime Dog. Probably hold on to both of those. Make sure Ivan doesn't want them.
Yeah, these are cool.
We went to grab some of those CDs. Ooh. It is empty, but I kid you not, I have a copy of this sitting on my TV stand at home. A loose copy, so that's awesome. Is that a Bratz purse? Maybe not.
Things are a little different here in the furniture section. My little ottoman is gone, so someone got that yesterday. But look at these. These look mid-century for sure. Just mid-century inspired, but that's still cool. They're really pretty. They're really dirty though. And let's try to get this back up one-handed. There we go. They're very dirty and in need of an upholstery, but I won't be doing that. Someone else can. Okay, not great luck. I made it out of that rotation with one shoe, which I love, but 0 chance I'll find the other. And a pair of Lee jeans that are just like fine, you know? They're fine. I found the other one.
I found the wall.
Did you?
Let's go. There's a lot of good albums in this one. Gonna grab a bunch of them to put in our antique wall that we're just turning into games and other media. Meatloaf.
Is it Queen?
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Sweet.
It makes me wish we had a CD player in the smart car. We don't yet. I'm gonna put one in there, but it'd be great to be driving all over like we're going to. Just grabbing albums out of the bins.
Dope.
Listen to them for a little while, chucking them back in a different one.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them all.
Yeah, might as well. I met a nice regular who threw back this Wrangler jacket. She's like, I have way too many jackets. I don't need it. And I was like, well, I will take it off your hands. It's really cute. It's got the buffalo print on the inside. She did manage to score a pair of shorts that I've never seen before. They're so cool. They're white with the Where's Waldo print all over them. It's amazing. Like, I need to find those. Just spotted a little members only jacket. It's pretty new, but it's still a members only jacket. I might still pick it up. It goes for about $25 or so. Also, there's the Where's Waldo shorts. They're amazing.
Oh my god. Actually, yeah, you're right. There's
It's a surprising amount of room, right?
Yeah.
Suck it in. Suck it in. All right. Ivan, have you ever driven a smart car?
I've never driven a smart car.
So you definitely haven't driven a convertible smart car. All right.
Nope.
Here we go. We're gonna take a lap. 2 giant men, 1 smart car. It's kind of drives like a manual, so if you're in reverse, it's fine. You just gotta give it to it.
Oh, okay.
It's basically geared like a manual, and it has a bump shift. So like if you're sitting in park or you put it in reverse, it doesn't really go until you stomp on it. Look at Monique's face. Get a shot of her face. She's not interested. Bye.
Just up and down.
Just go to the ground of the gas station back.
Ivan.
Call the police.
Ivan says he wants a smart car. I was like, oh, you better drive it first. Monique's not interested though, is she?
No, she wants something bigger.
It's such a funny little car. It's like, I hate how loud it is.
Still 2 of them in there. It's hilarious.
It's funny with the top down, you can see the tops of their heads. It looks like they poke out, like they have to drive it that way. So good.
There is a lot of space though. You're right.
I mean, like 2 big people like me and you side to side, it's not the best thing, but like foot room, headroom, it's great, especially if you got a convertible. And look how quick it turns around. The turn, listen. My smart car is the BINS. Well, here's a good one. Woo!
Is it does it have like a tip on the exhaust or something?
Yeah, it's got an aftermarket exhaust. They're loud anyways, but it is a little bit louder than it should be. Plus the engine's literally under the board in the back.
Watch out, lady.
Don't make me climb out of this thing!
Monique said he's gonna make it flip over.
You and your fat jokes! Monique said we look like we was gonna flip it over.
What do you think, Ivan? You gonna buy one now?
I'm gonna buy 4.
Right? That's what we said.
Chain them together.
Yeah.
Little train.
Put one on top of the other, and then one in a trailer, and then one on top of it, and then just have a... Yeah.
It's this purchase was more like buying a motorcycle. It's a fun vehicle.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of utility out of it, but like, I'm out here driving this thing almost doing donuts, just wilding. I think we've got this figured out too. This car is the perfect size for a trip to the Las Vegas BINS. I don't know, I think we could do another regular Goodwill stop or 2. There's a little more room. I already can't see out of that back window at all, so this doesn't really matter.
It's true. And my seat's all the way pushed back. We could pull this up forward and have way more.
And we can just start strapping stuff to the roof afterwards. That's the fun part. Get some bungees this time. Are you ready to go-kart home?
Yeah.
I do need to make a custom Super Nintendo cart of Tendo Kart and just replace all the sprites with like all of us in smart cars. Just different colors. Everyone gets to pick their own color. I'm gonna do that one day.
Oh!
Did I get you?
I blocked my face just enough.
I do that like every other time. You'd think you'd figure it out by now. I'm thinking we'll do convertible until we get to the edge of town. Or until your hair gets too wild.
I mean,
you don't have a hair tie, do you?
I'll look. I think I do somewhere.
If I haven't made this abundantly clear over the last 4 or 5 videos, I love this car.
It's fun.
Look at all this stupid stuff.
It all fits. It's perfect.
We still got a little room. I don't know if we see a thrift store on the way home.
Can't help but stop, right?
I can cram more in, or you can just sit on it.
I've got plenty of leg room. It'll be fine. Oh gosh. Here comes the hair.
We've begun keeping hair ties in the car just for this reason. Go.
It's still too windy.
Can't do it.
Alright. That's as good as it's gonna get, folks.
There you go. Shake it out.
Better. This is the best part of being home. Hello.
Cat in the box under the bed. Because that's where he stays. Did you miss us, Toby? Okay.
Yeah, that was a yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you like the scrunchies.
Happy boy.
This one, she doesn't want to act like she's happy, but she is. Ooh, yeah. I know. I know. Sorry we left you, okay? Sorry we left you. Oh, don't turn away from me. Moo, present the belly. How about the double brush and scritchies? You missed me, Moo. All right, we are back home, and we're going to show you the stuff that we got at the bins today. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Vegas bins because we like it a lot. We have some stuff to say about it. But before we get into any of that, go subscribe to Ivan and Monique's channel. They were there with us the whole day at the bins. They bought some pretty cool stuff as well as some pretty different stuff from what we buy. But you don't want to subscribe just for that to their channel. You also want to subscribe to their channel because tomorrow's video is really kind of half the reason that they came on this trip anyways. So you're going to want to see tomorrow's video. It's going to be a little bit surprising. Maybe that's not the right word. I think some of you will be surprised. Some of you, if you know Ivan and Monique, you won't be surprised by tomorrow's video. It's going to be good. So make sure you're subscribed to their channel for that. Hit the subscribe button on this channel too if you're somehow watching and you haven't subscribed yet. Please do. But let's do that. Let's jump into the stuff we got, and then let's talk a little bit about that bins, because that's the last time we're going to go for a while, and we definitely need to give our final thoughts on it. So why don't you just run through your clothes here real quick.
Yeah, I didn't get a ton, but I got some really fun pieces. I got a pair of vintage, like, gray Levi's, which is a very unique color, and I really like them.
I don't know how it's going to translate on camera, but they are a not average gray.
Yeah, I mean, you find gray jeans with black stitching, you find black jeans that have faded to gray, but you don't find gray with, like, yellow stitching.
Ooh, these are a bit old.
Those are some orange tabs, and they're, like, early 90s, 80s, that kind of vibe.
Definitely not new.
Yeah. I always like picking up orange tabs. They're just a little bit more uncommon, so a little more fun.
Now, before you show this, I want to say, we come home and we do this bit before I edit the video, but I just edited everything you watched until now, just now, so I saw this, and I didn't see you find it yesterday. I didn't see it when we shoved it in the car. This is a good find.
It is. It's really beautiful. I was very fortunate to find it because I just happened to be at a bin at the right second when someone was throwing it back. She's like, I have too many coats, I don't need it. And I was like, well, I'll definitely take this one. It is a vintage Wrangler with the buffalo plaid.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
Summer is here and winter is over. We're not about to sell as many jackets as we do in the other part of the year. However, we do often well, I say often, we're really just into our second, almost going on a third year of reselling clothes as heavily as we do. And so we're kind of getting into some routines that we didn't know we would prior to being clothes resellers. So last year we saved up some jackets basically until it was wintertime and then just sold them all. I mean, we might still list it now. It won't likely sell too super fast, but when those sell, they're great. Okay. I got a bunch of random stuff. Pokemon plush, no big deal. I always love bringing home Pokemon plush, so it's not really one that I want to keep. I typically just keep a lot of the original 150. The best bandana I think I might have ever brought home.
Now that's a look.
Yeah, that's great. I'm very happy about that. This was nonsense and I shouldn't have bought it because I already have too many of them. But it's actually like an all-in-one mouse and keyboard. You could use it with Raspberry Pis and stuff, and I bought it because it had its dongle. It has a wireless USB dongle, and it was in there. And basically, I keep one around in case I'm bringing home like computers or computer equipment to test, and I don't want to go unplug my good mouse and keyboard. Most computers these days will recognize this as a full-on mouse and keyboard, so it's kind of cool. Singular Lego piece. Now this I'm very happy about. It's just like a karaoke DJ light, and this kind of stuff shows up at the bins a lot. Karaoke DJ equipment type stuff.
Yeah.
And I've never had any need for it, but of course we're standing in our game room, which is also where we do our live shows and shoots other kinds of content. So I want to have a switch in here that switches from this full-on blasted light that you're watching us, that you normally watch us in here, to like a disco party kind of. I want to do that. And that might make an appearance on our upcoming live show Sunday. Come back Sunday. We do it at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if I'll have this ready to go by then, or even if I do have it ready to go, if I'll have a reason to switch it on. But we're working on bigger things for our live shows. So and all those bigger things will be sourced from the bins. I'm not buying anything off Amazon. I'm bringing it all home. You're just going to have to look into this bag for the rest of what I got. Almost fine today. Was not in there, but I kid you not. This has been sitting on our TV stand forever. So, complete. Yay! I love completing games that way. Okay, Patrick. And he's definitely got some sort of voice box or something inside of him. What does it say? Pool. I don't understand. I don't know what he's supposed to do. Keychain. I don't even know if I didn't mean to buy this. Did you?
Nope.
I don't know how that got in there. Ivan probably messing with me. Canes, our favorite chicken joint, keychain. And then pretty much the last thing I got was all those CDs, those CD books that you saw me get. Go ahead and tell you a couple things about this. Now this is a little bit complicated, so hear me out here. Some Goodwill bins are completely fine or indifferent with you pulling things apart. So you saw me find those big books of CDs and I took what I wanted. That's a pretty normal, typical behavior from Goodwill bins to Goodwill bins. You may happen across one where they don't like that kind of thing with certain things, but a lot of bins are going to kind of charge individual prices for loose discs or discs and cases. The real advice I should give you is that the bins change infinitely from bins to bins. You need to find out the rules and what you're allowed to do at different ones. But some bins, like ours here in Phoenix, ultimately almost encourage take what you want, leave what you don't, to a certain extent. So I took the CDs I wanted and left the rest. And I think it's important to point out, because sometimes people come across our channel have no idea what's going on with the bins. Because in their head, they just think you're at a Goodwill. How could you possibly be allowed to do some of the things that are, not only are you allowed to do at a bins, but are, again, encouraged to. So that's first little bit of advice. You can think about bins, the Goodwill bins, kind of in that way, somewhere to source parts of things. But more so, we've been selling a lot of CDs at our antique mall. And a good little tip for Goodwill bins is it's a good way to find cheap media for resale. I've seen lots of antique malls, and you might have even in the background of the antique mall we went to on yesterday, or was it the day before's episode? We went to an antique mall in Vegas. There was a couple different booths we walked by or walked into where there's just walls of DVDs. And I don't know where they bought them, maybe regular Goodwills, but I've often thought about selling more and more media, DVDs and stuff at our antique malls, because it's such a great way to source them at the antique malls. But I've been doing that with CDs, really, is all I've been taking the time to do. Sometimes I'll find a CD, an album that's worth reselling on its own. Not very often, but sometimes, people are still pretty eager to buy CDs if you put them in the right place. But, Meatloaf, Pink Floyd, there's lots of good stuff in here. And so what most of them will end up in is just individual sleeves priced for between $1 and $3, just depending. And I'm very happy about that because the box that I have in the antique mall I've been doing this is near empty.
Yeah.
Every album's been bought out of it. And it's worth the time because it doesn't take long to slide those in an envelope that's already priced.
Yep.
So that was a pretty good find for me. Plus, we do have a CD player in our bread truck. So if we're driving to our antique malls to restock in the next week, we'll probably bump a couple of these before we put them in to sell them. Now, we got one more thing. Is this your find of the day?
Yes. These are amazing. I just personally, Skechers sell well for me. These are some Skechers heel. I mean, would you call them boots?
Ish.
No, they're like sneaker heels.
Yeah.
And they're super cool. Skechers is just a brand that sells well for me in general, but I just thought these were beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I like them. I like them quite a bit too. They're
happy.
interesting. I don't know. You could just have made them flat-footed and they'd been kind of normal boots, but Skechers in the 90s. Are these 90s?
Yeah.
Skechers back in the day, and even until now, they make some weird stuff. They
do.
They try to push the envelopes. Did you say anything about these socks?
Oh, I didn't. They're my Disney socks.
I remember you pulling these out of the bins. You were beside me, and you had one in your hand, and I just saw you go. That's pretty good. Well, are those boots your favorite thing you brought home?
For sure.
Well, I guess really the best thing I brought home was just, I don't need this. I've already got 2 copies of it. We'll probably just stick it in our antique mall. But it's good fun. I like piecing games like that. Matter of fact, you can't really tell, but the floor is a wreck in our game room behind us because I've been kind of gathering some things together, one of which was my basket full of loose discs and stuff because I've got some other stuff I need to part together. You guys comment below before we get out of here. What's your favorite thing we brought home? Was it the game? Was it the CDs? Was it the Pokemon plush? We were pretty quick at that at the Vegas BINS today because we didn't even plan on going. We weren't going to do that today. We were just going to head home and do some other stuff, but we couldn't resist stopping by. But let's talk about that BINS before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't really want to ask you to rank it, but where does it exist among your favorite or least favorite BINS?
I mean, it's probably in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 in particular that I remember liking a little bit more.
Which ones?
For me, the Little Rock BINS.
Yeah, great one.
And then the St. Louis, is it Bridgeton?
Yes. The
Bridgeton
outside
BINS.
of St. Louis one.
Those 2 are 2 of my absolute favorite ones. Oklahoma City probably is a little bit ahead of that one, but it might be.
Oklahoma's up there. I'll tell you what, I might even put it a little bit higher than that for one sole reason.
What's that?
We've been here, 3 times? We've been there 3 times now, something like that? I've never seen a Goodwill BINS rotate product as fast as they do.
That is
not even
very
close.
True.
Not even close have I seen another one. What, you're tired of being here now, Toby? Why are you all rubbing up on my leg? Huh? He's mad. He doesn't want to be held now. But I don't know where to. Neither of us really need to rank it. One of these days, maybe we'll make a video ranking our best experiences at BINS or something. But I've been to some BINS that I'm happy at how fast they rotate. Like the Arkansas one, they don't stop all day.
Yeah.
But it's just nothing quite like that. They don't stop.
Yeah. And it was very. It felt really natural and you were able to get enough time to dig, so you didn't feel like you were rushed around, but you did feel like, okay, I'm done. Oh, there's another one to go to, so it felt really good.
Right.
So
yeah, it was a good one. I highly recommend it if you're ever in Vegas. It's really close to the airport. It's downtown. And it's definitely one we will be continuing to go to any chance we get. So, as I said earlier, comment below what was your favorite thing we got, but also maybe comment and let us know if there's a BINS in your area that is similar to any of the BINS we've mentioned or similar to the Vegas BINS and how we mentioned. Because if someone's going to say, hey, our BINS here rotates faster, I'm going to be like, well, I'm on the way. I've got a smart car. I can drive 1,000 miles for like $10. So, it's kind of awesome. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Go check out Monique and Ivan's channel. pretty please. Help them get to 2,000 subs. They're really close. Help us get to 15,000 subs. We're on our way to that. Not super close, but we're on the way. But other than that, please know that we do post daily videos on this channel. So we will be back tomorrow. One more video with Monique and Ivan. And then back to our normal Phoenix grind, back to the bins here, that sort of thing. So come back tomorrow. And until then, guys, peace out.